Hello kids, today we are going to start with the next topic, speed, distance and time. Speed, everyone knows that it tells us that how fast or slow any object is moving, and distance tells us that how far or near any object has moved, and time it is known to everybody. So it tells us the duration which has been taken to move a particular distance. Okay, and now we will understand that how these three, speed, distance and time, they are related to each other. So speed, it is always calculated by dividing the distance traveled and the time taken to travel that distance. Okay, we denote the speed with, I am writing speed and we are denoting this with S. Speed is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken to move that distance, or time taken to cover the distance. This is denoted with D and this is denoted with T. So I can write S, that is speed, is equal to distance D divided by time. Now kids, the units of distance is kilometers. The unit of distance is hours. So the unit of speed will become kilometer per hour. This is HR, kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is what we have to remember. The formula of speed is distance divided by time and the unit of speed is kilometer per hour. These two things. Okay, so I hope this is clear, and now we can jump into the exercise 3F. Okay, so let's start with the questions given here. Before that, I am just erasing this part. This is exercise 3F. Question number 1 and A part is this. So I have gone 350 kilometers in 5 hours. What is my speed? So distance is given to us as 350 kilometer and the time taken to complete that distance is 5 hours. And what we have to find? The speed here. And what is the formula for speed, kids? It is distance divided by time. Distance is 350 kilometers. Time is 5 hours. So speed is equal to 70 kilometers per hour. Okay. Speed here is, when we divide these two, we will get 70. So speed is 70 and then unit is kilometer per hour. Correct? Now let's move to B. A bicycle is there. It says I have gone 75 kilometers in 5 hours and what is my speed? So kids, distance is 75 kilometers. Time is 5 hours. And what we have to find? The speed. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. This is 75 divided by 5. So what we have? We have 15 kilometers per hour. This is the distance traveled by the bicycle. I hope this is clear. Next, what we have here is an aeroplane. It says I have flown 7,560 kilometers in 7 hours. So the distance is given to us as 7560 and the time is 7 hours. What we have to find here is speed again. This is distance 7560 divided by 7. So when we divide this, we'll get 71080. When you divide it, kids, it will be 1080 kilometers per hour. So I hope this is clear. The distance is given to us in every case, the time is given and we know the formula. That is, speed is equal to distance by time, and we can calculate the speed in every case. Okay, so the fourth question I'm leaving for you as a homework. It says there is a train and it says I have gone 720 kilometers, which is a distance, in 6 hours. This is the time, and what we have to find the speed with the formula distance by time. Just put in the values and you will get the required speed here. Okay, so this is the scenario where we have find the speed in every case. Now coming to question number 2. For that I am erasing this part first. In question number 2 also, kids, we have to find the speed in all the 3 cases, right? So let's begin with question number 2 here. Wait. Exercise 3F, question number 2A part. So here distance traveled is given to us. This is 120 kilometers straight away, and time taken is 4 hours. And what we have to find out? We have to find out the speed, which is distance by time. This will be 120 by 4, which is equal to 30 kilometers per hour. So the speed is 30 kilometers per hour in this case. Similarly, in the second case, distance is given, time is given, and again in B part, distance is 64 kilometers, time is given to us as 8 hours, and we have to find the speed, which is 64 by 8, that is equal to 8 kilometers per hour. Correct? These two are done. Now, the C part again I'm leaving for you as a homework. This is easy. Distance is 12, time is 3, and speed is distance by time, and then we can get it. Okay? So, this is how we have to do this exercise. So, now after 3F, let's move to the problem solving. So, kids, what is given to us in this exercise? I'm straight away going to the exercise because this is very easy. So, let's go through this. The problems given below have the answers, but not the questions. Write the question that fits the answer. So, what is given to us here is we are given a part of the problem and the answer to the problem. But what we have to do here is we have to complete this question. Okay, so exercise 3G, question number 1. It says Jamal pasted 952 stamps equally on 17 pages, and then answer is given to us. Okay, so kids, if you see this, if you divide 952 stamps with 17 pages, you will get the number 56 stamps. Okay, so that means what we are asked to do here is we are given that 952 stamps are equally on 17 pages, and then the rest of the part of the question is how many stamps are pasted on each page. Okay, so this is the next part of the question. And why this is the next part of the question? Because answer is giving us that how many stamps are pasted on every page. If you divide 952 total stamps into by the total number of pages, you will get 56 stamps, and this is nothing but the stamps pasted on every page here. So this is how we have to do this question. We have written that how many stamps are pasted on each page. This is what we have find it out here. Next question is, an average of 98 people visited the bookshop daily in the month of June. So question number 2 is, in the month of June, which has 30 days, 98 people have visited the workshop daily, and then we are given with the answer. So we know that average is equal to the sum of all the values divided by number of values. Correct? So what is given to us as average? Average of 98 people. So 98 here, and then we are given as number of values, which is 30, and sum of all the values, if you multiply these two, 98 multiplied by 30, this will give us the sum of the values, which is nothing but the answer given to us, that is 2940 people. Okay, so what we have find it out here, we have find the total number of people who have visited the shop in the month of June. Okay, so what will be the next part of the question? I am writing the next part of the question here. The next part of the question is how many people have visited the shop in June. Okay, so this is the question. I hope that you have understood this part. See, average is given, the total number of values, that which is 30 number of days in June is given, and the answer says the sum of the people. So the rest of the question will be this. Okay, now let's move to question number 3 here. Question number 3 is, 5 friends went on a bird walk. So there are 5 friends who went on a bird walk. Each saw 12 birds a day. Each of the friends saw 12 birds in a day, and they saw the same number of birds on each day of the 10 days they went for bird watching. So what this question says is that there were 5 friends, okay, 5 friends who went on a bird walk, and each friend saw 12 birds in a day. So in one day they saw 12 birds each. So 5 friends, they have seen 60 birds in a day. Okay, this is 60 birds in a day. Now they saw the same number of birds on each day of 10 days. They went for bird watching. So for 10 days they have seen equal number of birds. So that means on one day they saw 60, in 10 days they will see 60 into 10, which is 600 birds. Correct? And this is the answer given to us. So kids, what we have find out here? We have find out how many birds they will see all together in 10 days. Okay, so I'm writing here how many birds they saw all together in 10 days. Okay, so I hope this is clear, because in answer we have 600 birds. It is written 5 friends, they went on a bird walk, and each of them saw 12 birds in a day. So in one day they see 60 birds, in 10 days they see 600 birds. So that means the next part of the question is we have to find out how many birds they saw all together in 10 days. Okay, this is clear. Now let's go to question number 4. Jasraj sold one second-hand car for 1,10,500 rupees and 2 second-hand scooters for 7,500 each. Okay, so it says he sells this car for rupees 1,10,500 and then 2 scooters at rupees 7,500 each. So kids, if we try to find out the combined cost of 2 scooters, it will be rupees 7,500 multiplied with 2 is rupees 15,000. Okay, this is the selling amount of rupees of the two scooters. This is the selling amount of the car. Now the answer is 95,500, which is nothing but the difference of these two numbers. If you subtract these two numbers, you will get 95,500. So what does that mean? What we have find out according to the question. So we have seen here how much more amount, how much more amount, or you can also say how much profit Jasraj made by selling car than selling two scooters. Okay, so we have the total cost of these two, and we have subtracted, we have find out the difference. So this is the amount given to us. This is the profit, or the difference he has made by selling car than selling two scooters. Okay, now the last one is a paper kite was flying 95 meters above the ground. This is the height of the kite which is flying above the ground, and then another kite is there which was flying 19 meters above the ground. So here we have two kites which are flying at the different heights from the ground. This is for height 1 is for first kite, height 1 is second is for second kite, and then in answer we have 114. So if you look these two numbers, if we add 95 to 19, we will get this number 114, which is very easy. So I'm leaving this question as a homework. I'm giving you the hint, 114 meter is the sum of these two numbers. Okay, so this is done. Now kids, in next class we will pick up the last exercise of this chapter, which is again very easy, exercise 3H. And please go through all the questions which we have done today, practice them at home and do your homework also. If you have any confusion, please reach me. Okay, so I will see you all in the next class now. Thank you.